Hi, my name is Belisle, and this is my Module 19, Project 6 Improvement Plan infographic over the KSDE student outcomes for AEP 858 assessment and data analysis. I felt that the two outcomes that Trigo does the best job of utilizing to prepare our students for college and the career that they choose in the future were kindergarten readiness and individual plans of study. So first I'll talk a little bit about what we do for kindergarten readiness. The first thing I have is Head Start and preschool. We do have Head Start in the morning, and those students qualify based off of state requirements. I know they range from income of the family to the child's need for that early education. And we also have afternoon preschool, and that's where we qualify our kids from our preschool screenings. And basically, for screenings, any of the 3 and 4 year olds in the community will come to screenings, and they just have different activities for them to do. Our speech language pathologist is there along with our preschool staff. And if any of the kids that come qualify for an IEP, whether it's speech or anything else, then they automatically get a spot in the afternoon preschool. For every student that qualifies on an IEP, there also then is a student that qualifies as a peer model or a role model student. And so we have a 1-to-1 ratio for those kids. This is the first year that we have had so many students qualify and try and enroll in preschool that we have, I believe, close to 30 preschoolers, with about 10 of them being on IEPs. So 10 peer model students come on Monday, Wednesday, and every other Friday, and the other peer model students come on Tuesday, Thursday, and then every other Friday from there. We also have kindergarten roundup. So most of our kids that go to roundup come from our in-house preschool, but we do have a few kiddos that come from daycare or that don't have any other sort of pre-K education. But I feel like what we do at our school kind of eliminates that population of those kids that they talked about in the video not having the skills that make them kindergarten ready. We also have all day kindergarten, which helps with that. And I mentioned our speech language pathologist earlier, and I think she does a great job of helping prepare our kids for kindergarten. She goes to all of the area daycares, even if the students are not enrolled in our school through pre-K or Head Start. And so she sees most of the young children in our community and kind of gives them guidance along with their parents' guidance to help prepare them for kindergarten. The next thing I talked about was individual plans of study, and I feel like we kind of go above and beyond with that because we have student learning plans starting with our kids in kindergarten. So all of our K students have student learning plans, and we've kind of condensed it from the very, very long form that it used to be. And basically, it's a one-page document that every year the teachers fill out, and we put all of the kiddos' information. So, for example, my class this year, I have 14 kids, and so each kid has their own SLP that I will fill out for them. And we put all of their assessment scores, all of their AR levels from the STAR assessment, all of their AR goals, what they had as their goal, what they achieved, and just so much more. And then at the bottom, we have a comment section where we can put in any accommodations maybe that we made or any helpful hints for the next year's teacher. And those SLPs are passed on from year to year. Once the students are in junior high, the teachers split the students up and they do it that way. And once they get to 8th grade, they start their career cruising enrollment. So they take their interest inventory and they enroll for their first high school courses. And those students are able to map out their entire high school career, and they can select different electives and see which courses are required for them to graduate. And it just gives them an overview of what they need to accomplish in the next 4 years. Um, so, like I said, the 912 does the career cruising. We also have a lot of non-academic enrichment at our school. We just opened a local business, I guess you could say. It's called P&G for Purple and Gold. And the high school students work, they do a lot of screen printing um, on shirts. They make athletic shirts, they make fan shirts, and they not only are getting good experience with that type of business, but just business in general. So just what it takes to run a business. They had to scoop the snow whenever we had a really snowy day, but they had to keep the business up and running. And some kiddos I know do that for an hour or two a day. So I think it's really important to not only prepare the kids academically and give them that academic achievement, but also that non-academic enrichment for those kiddos that aren't necessarily suited for a four-year college. It kind of shows them how to be successful in other avenues. And the last thing I had was we do have a lot of college prep courses at the high school. We're trying hard to add even more to our schedule for the students to even better prepare them. But we do have some of those dual credit courses at our high school. And then at the bottom here, I just said that our community could find out a lot more about what we have to offer for our students at our website. And of course, they can always email the administration. So I had a lot of fun making this. It really got me thinking about what we do in our district and kind of with the other outcomes, what we could do to help better prepare our students using those outcomes. So I really enjoyed this course with everyone, and I hope everyone has a great rest of the semester. Thank you.